Hi, my name is Elsie Murphy, and I am an athlete. When I was younger, I had aspirations of making my high school basketball team. I spent countless hours in my driveway with the ball in my hands and many more in the weight room, becoming better, faster, stronger. Blood, sweat, and tears went into making my high school basketball team. Sadly, my first 3 years of high school, I was cut. My identity of being a high school athlete shriveled away, and seemingly overnight, I was no longer an athlete. The ending of my junior year, I was presented with the opportunity of being my high school's football manager. I jumped at the opportunity with the intent of wanting to be involved in something, but little did I know that that decision was going to be life-altering. I spent every ounce of energy I had into being the football manager. I set up and took down practices and games. I loaded the bus, I made Gatorade. I was out there in the blazing hot or in the freezing cold. I lived and breathed football for 6 months. Whatever the coaches needed or the players needed, I had, from Band-Aids to zip ties, tissues, or even a screwdriver. You name it, I had it. But my football career ended way too quickly when we lost in the second round of playoffs. I was devastated, but only because I knew I fell in love with the sport of football. I fell in love with putting out pylons and the long practices and giving out water in the games. And at the end of my football season, I was able to say I lettered in football, and I had 99 new teammates and 9 coaches who cared about my success. I finally found my identity again after a lot of hard work. But I identify as an athlete. I don't wear a jersey, I'm not listed on the roster, but I have a position on that team that I have to play. I have to go to practice, and I have to work hard. I have to perform well at games, and I have to be successful in my position so everyone else around me can do their very best when it comes to game time. I am an athlete. After figuring out who I was, I needed to understand what the next step in my life is going to be. Football helped me choose a career. I want to work with athletes on a high school level, but sadly I didn't see football managing continuing after high school. Until one day, my football coaches and athletic director pulled me aside and asked if I wanted to continue my football career. With no hesitation, I told them yes. My purpose is to continue doing football and to continue doing what I love, to go on and be a college football manager, to help that program be as successful as it possibly can be, to go and play a position I love playing. How am I going to fulfill my purpose, you may ask? It will come from hard work, dedication, self-motivation, and love. I'm going to spend countless hours being the best athlete I can be. I'm going to give 120% at practice and games. I will run, not walk. If my body doesn't hurt by the end of a practice or a game, I didn't work hard enough. I will turn failures into triumphs and follow instructions, and I will do them correctly the first time. I will be one step ahead of the game and make sure everyone is taken care of. I will do everything in my willpower to make sure the people around me are successful. My name is Elsie Murphy, and I am an athlete. I am the USU football manager.